Right. Alright guys, right, we're back on the old plough again. So we're in this field is 18 acre. So I've got this one to do, and then I have a 16 acre to do, and that's it for the winter corn ploughing. Ploughed a bit out up at farm 2 for to be reseeded. So that's been reseeded now. The rest of the corn land up there is going into spring corn. So he's nearly on the finish. The finish line is nearly there. Yeah, I came in here yesterday, and I had to knock off at tea time because where the heavens, they've just opened. And it came an absolute deluge. There was actually water. It was actually running down the furrow behind me. It was seriously wet, and the day before, the morning, the weather was absolutely horrendous. I think somebody milking time said there'd been there was 13 mil yesterday morning. It was a serious bit of rain. So I didn't bother getting plough out that morning. But did have a bit of an issue with this tractor again. front suspension was playing up a little bit. It had gone right to the bottom, so the chassis of the tractor was sat on the axle itself. Brussels came out yesterday and they recalibrated it again. I noticed this morning when I got on it, and it was fairly low again, but when I started it up and I started to move it, it corrected itself and went back to its position it should be in, so it wasn't so bad. Did the same again. So I've done it today while I was having my dinner. Well, it's gone down, but yeah, I switched it off and started it up again. As soon as I started moving it, it reset itself again. I don't really know what's going on with it. The other day, and I was up at farm too, I noticed my front furrow width was wrong one way. It was pulling wide, ploughing the conventional side, and it was pulling narrow the way the plough is now, what you can see now, and couldn't figure out what was wrong with it to start with. And then I just thought I checked the cross shaft where your 3-point linkage fastens onto, and the cross shaft had moved off centre. It was 2 centimetres out one way, so that was, yeah, it made a difference of 1 inch or 2 on the front furrow width. So I put that back to centre, and she's ploughing real nice again now. I think it could have been out a little while actually, because I noticed it in one of the stubble fields. So I didn't think too much of it because I was ploughing the same way as the tram lines, so I thought it was maybe something to do with it. And it seems to be running fairly well. I don't know if you can tell from this footage or not. So they always run better if you can get to a different line to your if you can go a different line to your tram lines, they usually run fairly well. Looking at the footage on this drone now, it looks pretty good actually, apart from a little bend at the bottom end. So this field, like you can see the lines up and down the field there where the tram lines are. The roadside, as you're looking there at the picture now on the right hand side, I ploughed it by that road last year. So this year take you over that side. You actually, if you look down the field there, you can actually see the tram lines in the ploughing. So she's a bit of an awkward shape beggar, this. So I started over here by this wood, see there. I've ploughed it by this wood here. It's quite a nasty little hill, is that? You can't sort of make it out on the screen there. And then I put a scratch mark down there, centre of the screen there. You can see I put a scratch mark down there and I made a headland. And then I've sort of ploughed it off that line. Just to get a straight line up and down there. This headland behind me, we're actually going to leave that and tip up on it. So we put it on the bottom headland there. You can see where it's real dark. We put the bucket there. So we're just going to put it on the top headland this time. Two gates. There's a gate at bottom and a gate at top, so it's not too bad. Be a bit tough down here ploughing this headland where the old muck spreaders have been, and it's fairly wet down here as well where the bucket was, and quite a bit of water stood in places. After all that rain we had yesterday tea time, it's made things even worse. A couple of hours I'll have this short corner done, and then we're just on to the headlands. If I've got enough fuel. We're out of fuel. I'm not sure when there'll be a delivery. It hadn't come this morning when I'd left. Yeah, so we're nearly got middle ploughed, just in this little short corner now. Which, yeah, it's got ever so wet down here. It's ploughing up real wet here. What I have ploughed over the last few hours this morning, it has dried off pretty well on top. It's good strong wind and sun. It's just napping top off real nice. The weather would just stay like it is now and just keep drying it off on top without any more rain. Yeah, probably want another day like this tomorrow really, and then drill it day after that. Just here you'll be able to see see how shiny it is. It's pretty wet there. And then just where I am here is where the muck spreaders will have been driving alongside muck heap. So it's quite tough as well. Right, so just trying to get these first pass done on these ins and outs round by the wood here. It's a bit bloody wet and slippy on top. Once I've got a furrow, next time will be easier. But it's horrible clay around here, and when it's wet on top, it's so bloody slimy. Until you get a furrow, yeah, it's not good when it's wet. See them spinning. Just having to work the plough a little bit up and down on those traction and. Seems to happen every year when I'm in this field. It comes wet while I'm on with it, and then this headland round here is a pain in the arse. And as soon as you get out of clear like I have there, it's no bother. So this next run, let's see, I ploughed a run, turned it the wrong way. and then yeah, I did it coming towards me this way, and it put soil back into the troughs at the end of the field. And then I just go back up here and turn it back the right way. You can see it's not looking too bad. Put you back on there because I'm shaking like a shiting dog. The only thing we're doing this with a 4-footer is it doesn't take all my wheeling out. The back wheel. If I had a 5-footer, it would actually take all that wheeling out. So it's still not a problem. I mean, it's nothing that's gonna be difficult to fill in again. It's a bit messy here where mucky it was. Right, I'm just right on edge of where mucky, yeah, right on edge of it. It's not the prettiest. Show you what this headland's like round here. I'll just walk up here a touch. It's slimy as hell on top. I mean, that it's bloody horrible. That's bloody, it's like this all the way around, and that's just clay, is that? So it's yeah, it's not very nice stuff round here. It's just like it's like putty almost. It's bloody horrible. You can see there where my tractor wheel's been spinning. You just don't get a grip on it. It's like that all the way around this corner. So she'll spin like buggery around here now. I get diff locking. Just horrible and slimy, and Honestly, the plough don't like it. Horrible. If it hadn't come that rain yesterday tea time, I would have had this ploughed. But I hadn't finished the middle of the field up to that corner behind us, so I couldn't plough this headland then, or I would have had it while it was dry. So I should be out of the worst of that heavy stuff now, but I've got to get up here now. So it gets heavy again there, so we'll probably have a spinning session again. It does get lighter as I get further closer to that wood. And this little corner here, it's an awkward little beggar, it's always wet. This ploughing will be wet, I'll probably spin like hell when I touch that. Which it hasn't done. It's actually dried real well on there. Try and get my wheels in furrow, or I won't get backwards to where I want to be up here. Bloody horrible shite it is, I hate it. Getting a little bit better as we get round now. Considering what it's like round here, it's turning it over pretty well. Front leg's not liking it, wanting to trip. And I hope you've enjoyed this one, and It'll probably be my last ploughing one this year. Nice, like fucking bell metal on here where bucket was. So yeah, probably be my last ploughing one this year. If I get in the last 16 acre, I don't think there's anything I could be doing any different to show you. So we'll end it there, I reckon, and we'll catch you on the next one.